Next Wednesday, witness the Paynes renew their vows.
Your budget's $500.
But will Ella say, I don't?
You put our wedding on a budget?
Yeah, that's why we're toasting with juice boxes instead of champagne.
Tyler Perry's House of Payne, all new next Wednesday at 8 on BET.
All right, House of Payne fans, now we have the trailer for next week's episode, season 11, episode 12, Going to the Chapel and Not Getting Married. The synopsis: when Ella learns Curtis went behind her back and put Miranda on a $500 budget to plan their wedding renewal, she debates whether she should marry Curtis all over again. I got mixed feelings about this already. Okay, but let's talk about it. So it seems like, we're, I guess you could say, setting up the backyard as the wedding location, just like when Calvin and Miranda got married, and CJ and Janine as well. In attendance, we have CJ, Lisa, Malik, Glow, Ella, Curtis, of course, and Calvin and Miranda. So Laura's not there, huh? Okay, but it does seem like the wedding looks nice. I mean, the backyard and everything, everybody's dressed up. But apparently the problem comes in the form of Curtis setting a $500 budget. Because when Ella gets to the backyard and says, you put a budget on our wedding, and then Calvin's like, that's why we're toasting with juice boxes instead of champagne. And we see Curtis, on the grill shaking his head. I think the main issue with me, I have to see the episode first before I can really say how I feel, but I wonder if Ella, says, like, I think, and I'm just throwing out a number here, maybe, like a couple $1,000s wouldn't be a bad idea. That would be more than enough to get the food, the refreshments, have everything set up. We're good. $500. To me, this is kind of crazy because what was it, a few months ago where this young couple who got married for the first time had a great, celebration for their marriage, and it only cost them a few $100, if that. I remember seeing it. This was a viral story, by the way. It was like the wedding dress was like some inexpensive, and they had a free legal area, like that was kind of an offshoot of a road, not far from a highway, but they had a nice place. The chairs, the people who showed up, friends and family and whatnot. And instead of gifts, it was like the people in attendance brought things to bring the wedding together, and it was great. But I guess Ella might actually not accept remarrying Curtis because he's being cheap. But look, I don't know what their financial situation is. Obviously, it's enough for him to retire. His barbecue business with Floyd seems to be going well. But I don't know, how much did he spend to get the ring that he couldn't afford back in the day? Like, was the ring expensive? Could that be a reason why he put a budget on the wedding? I don't know. I've never been married, obviously, but I know that weddings are a sensitive, delicate thing to put together, and you wouldn't want to cut corners, but at the same time, it's like, again, how much did he spend on the ring? How much did he spend on the tux? Aside from the ring, it felt like it wasn't that expensive to recreate the night they proposed at the Italian restaurant, and Ella went crazy over it. So what's the problem with him setting a budget to put the wedding together, which it does look beautiful? So I wonder, like, what happens during the ceremony that has Ella saying no? Unlike the Sisters trailer that has me pissed off in advance, the House of Payne trailer has me intrigued in terms of, okay, now exactly how cheap is Curtis being with the wedding? Because I'm thinking like the real life example of like wedding guests bringing stuff to the wedding to help, bring it together. Instead of champagne, like, I would say, could Calvin do something? It's his parents, but remember, he was already setting he was running tight on the wedding that Laura wants to have, the really expensive, showy wedding they want, she wants for them. So I know he probably wouldn't have a lot of money to put into this, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. It just seems like we're going to see drama for the sake of drama, but it's going to be crazy to me if we see Miranda. No, it wouldn't be surprising to me if we see Calvin and Miranda on a friendlier basis in this episode than we saw Calvin and Laura in the last episode. So there's that. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think of this marriage renewal? And it just has me going, this is a big moment for Curtis and Ella, and yet we don't have the presence of Janine or Jasmine and whatnot. So it feels kind of weird. Hell, where's Floyd at? I don't know. All right, well, thanks so much for tuning in. Hit like and subscribe. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. As always, I appreciate the support on the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video.